Combo Breaker!
Hi guys, glad that you tuned in. You're just in time for a special segment.
Oh yes, so last time I covered a segment about the astonishing accomplishments of solo game designers.
That's right, I was stunned that one person making a game all on their own, and great ones at that, was an impressive feat to behold.
Right, so Bright Memory by Zeng, Undertale, and of course Tunic
man, that was
were
really
examples featured on the last video. So if you missed it, you'd probably want to head on over to our YouTube page or social media to check it out.
That was so interesting to discover how they did it, and that you didn't even need to be a hardcore programmer to do it. Now, seeing that we're from the Caribbean, I couldn't help but wonder if we had any aspiring game designers or video games that were made in the Caribbean by Caribbean peoples. Well, we went searching, and it wasn't an easy search to find video games made in or by Caribbean people. But it wasn't impossible.
Yes, we got you.
Carrie and Cassie's Caribbean Adventure is a 2D educational platform game by Tamboli Studios. As the name suggests, you can choose between Carrie or Cassie, Caribbean siblings who go on an adventure across the islands such as Guyana, St. Kitts, Grenada, Trinidad, St. Lucia, and many more, learning about their indigenous animals, unique landmarks, and diverse culture. The game sports colorful hand-drawn art, vibrant Caribbean-style scenery, and cute, likable characters that kids will enjoy. Visually, it looks great and runs smoothly for the most part. The distinct Caribbean background music is pleasant and inviting, and the concept is wonderful, thought out, and actually very educational. Now, although the game is termed a 2D platformer, I found it's truthfully more of an interactive educational trivia video than a full-fledged video game. Your character will automatically run, and you do have the ability to jump by tapping onto the screen. You can collect various items that resemble Caribbean memorabilia, like cricket balls, hummingbirds, fruits, etc. You can also guide Carrie or Cassie into collecting stars as well. Unfortunately, the collecting aspect holds no real reward, as they don't accumulate points or provide the player anything at all but a target to break away from the auto running. There are some obstacles such as crates scattered around that you can avoid, but these tough little tykes can run right into them like baby cyborgs and take no damage, so you don't have to avoid them if you don't want to. This simply means that the game has no true difficulty level, and that's understandable for this type of game because it's not about the obstacles, it's about the trivia along the way. Now that we understand that it's not the typical side-scrolling platformer, I must admit the only real gripe I have about this noble effort by Tamboli Studios is the audio. There are parts of the game where you must stop and answer a trivia question correctly in order to proceed. However, when you do answer correctly, you will be greeted by an unexpected loud audio confirmation that you got the answer right. It can be a little jarring, but I'm certain that this bug is something that can be fixed in time to come. At any rate, this is a decent try from Tamboli Studios, and from the visual display and educational value alone, I would recommend this title. It's ideal for kindergartners who aren't all that interested in perfect game mechanics and does not concentrate on having superb hand-eye coordination, which means that any child can play and learn without being distracted, or by learning perfect controls. At the core, you can see that there was real heart put into this game with a positive message, and we at Gamer Vibe World salute Tamboli Studios for this noteworthy Caribbean game. We look forward to a future patch which will address the small issues and respect their work and other projects that they are currently working on to encourage and educate our youth through film and gaming. These Jamaican brothers have been working on a project of the heart for some time. Street Boy is an indie game produced by Willow Tree Studios, which is centered around the story of an orphan Jamaican boy and his adventures in Portland, Jamaica. Progress had been initially slow for the duo, and not much was known about the game except for a few in-game images and some game footage that they had released. Fast forward to 2022, and we can definitely see that this game has been fleshed out, with graphic improvements, a storyline, and even plans to release on consoles and PC. Have a look at the Jamaican-made Street Boy trailer.
It's a beautiful morning, beautiful morning. You them a get ready for school, my mom top up the food. I'm like my job, get a job, the blaze. Herbs I get ruined, everybody chanting. Well in the vibes, I'm saying. Looking around, see my people slaving. Hold up, wait a minute, who you working for? Is it for yourself or for Babylon? Papa.
Hey guys, so what do you think? Wasn't that actually pretty interesting? We actually have game designers in the Caribbean who are out there trying their best to publish and get their stuff done.
Yes, and that's the thing. We could just barely find these guys. And I am so sure there are lots of other people out there, lots of other gamers out there
Yep.
making their games. So you know what? We would love to feature you. We would love to have you on. We would love to help support you in your journey. So hit us up, let us know. Oh,
That's
we look
right.
forward. And
I mean-
testers, free testing.
Free testing for Carrie and Cassie's adventures. Honestly, it was pretty interesting to see all of the information that they provided, and it was very heartfelt. I could tell that this was a game made by and through the heart. So I'm very impressed by that. Although we did see that there were a few bugs and things that they could have done better, but the premise is excellent. It's like Dora the Explorer, but
Right.
a Caribbean version of it.
And for a first attempt, for a first go, and heck,
Yep.
I don't have a game out. So work, yes.
Tambuli Studios, perfect. And also those Jamaican brothers. I'm very impressed by what they already have put out so far.
Yes.
This is certainly passion incarnate. And big up to you guys. I am very surprised that it's going to be coming on the consoles, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and they're also bringing it out on PC as well.
Yes.
So they've been working very hard in the background, and it's impressive to see that, you know, Caribbean people are jumping in and being part of the industry, and you guys can do the same too.
It's $1 billion industry. Get your cut. What are you
Definitely.
waiting for?
Hey, well, that's all the time that we have right now, guys. Aspiring game designers, you
Get out
know
there.
what to do.
Work.
It's in your hands now.
Work.
The world is watching. Gamer Vibe world is watching. We'll be right back.